and welcome back to Speedrun Ragnarok, hosted by the RPG Valkyries and supporting Take This. Coming up now is Final Fantasy VI Beyond Chaos. We all got a chance to see the characters not long ago in the Secret of Evermore run, to partaking in a beautiful arena fight. But MargaretAnn will be taking over coming up here, running with this run with her couch commentary, Dave. So take it away.
Hello, everyone. I am MargaretAnn, and I am super excited to be here playing this game for all of you. So, this is Final Fantasy VI Beyond Chaos, Kefka at Narsh Percent. We're not going to play through the entire game today, but it is going to be randomized.
Yeah, we definitely have a very exciting run. For those that aren't familiar with Beyond Chaos, it is a randomizer of Final Fantasy VI. It randomizes things from like sprites for the characters to the abilities they use. It really is in the name. It's very chaotic, so it's going to be a really fun run.
All right, so I'm going to count myself down. 3, 2, 1, go. So yeah, the sprites are going to be randomized today. We've got very little dialogue that we're going to see due to one of our settings that we put on. I'm going to quick change my settings here.
And what? Was Strago in the beginning of the game and 2 Genos?
Right?
What's going on?
Okay, so quick check, see what these characters have. I'm going to try Atomic Ray, see if that works.
The enemies are abilities. The enemies are also randomized, and they have random resistances too. So we may get some very OP abilities that'll actually heal them. So, like I said, it's very chaotic. We really don't know what we're gonna run into, but that's part of the fun, right?
Right. I like to think of this game as what would happen if Kefka himself was part of the dev team for Final Fantasy VI. I think the answer would be shenanigans.
Shenanigans ensue.
All right,
and so we're getting abilities right off the bat, like Atomic Ray, which is a very potent AoE, assuming that they're not resistant or absorb it. Which
can happen. It's a little bit of anything that can happen will happen here.
Yep. Strago backing it up to drop that Atomic Ray. And as you saw there, especially since we met the incentive where Super Balls are not going to be in play, you're going to see a couple points where we're going to try to get some extra experience, and having Wedge and Vix run away is kind of part of that, is to make sure that the main character that we do have going forward is going to get some extra XP from battles where we can get it.
And some of the tricks I'm going to attempt to do are similar to ones done in the speedrun, such as skipping that battle earlier. And, I didn't actually. Or did I? Okay, so I got one out.
Good enough.
Yeah, close enough.
The XP here is a little bit random, too, so never know what you're going to quite get.
Exactly.
Some of them you get next to none and stuff like that. Like the normal speedrun, you're going to see her run away from most fights, but there are going to be some where we just can't, even with random battles. And so we'll have to fight them out.
And I am going to take this fight because of having other people in my party. Ooh, that one absorbed it. So,
and that's an example of random stats. So that monster absorbs.
So if it absorbs fire, theoretically it won't absorb ice.
Maybe not.
Yay!
Hooray!
Okay, and there's another level for me. So 6 is my favorite game of all time. Anybody who knows me can tell you that. Finding Beyond Chaos last year was just fantastic.
Well, I mean, that's the ultimate question you have to ask anybody when you're getting to know them, is what's your favorite Final Fantasy and why is it 6?
Exactly. Just to ask Puexel. If you can avoid it. So, yes, we're just going to attempt to take him down as quickly as possible.
Yeah, the Welk fight here is pretty straightforward, especially since we get some abilities that tend to do a little more damage than in vanilla. Just If
Yeah,
we're lucky, we can get a 1 or a 2 round on him.
I don't think I'm gonna make a. Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna make a 1 round on this.
Nah, that takes a lot of luck.
It kind of depends on the abilities you have. If I had had Hyperdrive or Tech Missile, I probably would have been okay, but not today. But we do have the tournament flags from last year as our flag set today, meaning we're going to be able to skip those cutscenes, save some time, and one of the flags we're playing with actually prevents enemies from having insta-kill spells for the most part. Mostly for marathon safety.
And I'm also with chat. You should definitely donate and tell me why I'm wrong. Tell me why Final Fantasy VI isn't the best one and yours is. Please let us know.
What? Blasphemy.
And Welk is out of here, so we're moving on.
Yep. And here we go. We find out that Strago's name is Rin today. Oh, Poison Claw. I wonder. Nope. So,
no Poison Claw for Rin today.
No. One of the other things that the flag that prevents insta-kill spells also does is takes out the chests that are randomized with Monster in the Box. So I can open chests freely without having to worry about getting eaten.
Yes, for those that are familiar with Beyond Chaos, early monsters in a boxes can be brutal, just instant game enders. So for marathon safety, we're not going to be having that today.
Yeah, I do want to actually be able to beat this seed. W Elemental. So this is going to cast 2 elemental spells in a row.
Yeah, if we're going to adhere to any kind of estimate, we're not going to have monster in the boxes today.
Oh, but did we want to tell them what we discussed about our death counter thing? Which will not be on screen, unfortunately.
So, Margie and I have both... so did we decide on character deaths or just game overs on that?
I was thinking game overs, but we could potentially do character deaths. I think I have enough money in my bank account for that.
Yeah, we're going to do it. So we're going to both each donate $1 a piece for each character death.
Heck, that wasn't what I meant to do. There we go. Meant to empty out Mog. We're going to see Mog as Kiki.
So Chad, if you could help us keep count of that every time we have a character death. And the Mookles do seem to be monkeys.
They're linked to the past monkeys, and Locke is in his chibi form today.
Best form.
Alright, so I will take this fight just to get myself a little bit extra experience. I probably won't be able to run from it because of that one monster. Ooh, throw is good. So we're just going to attack our way through this. Get a little tiny bit of extra experience. It will be split among the party members, but a little extra money probably doesn't help either. Or hurt either. It helps! Words are hard.
Alright, we got my mix and Nert.
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 Nert. So I'm not actually going to be able to run from this. Sometimes you can. That's one of the glorious things about this.
That is character deaths, Mike. We are each going to donate $1 per character death. So if anyone in our party dies, we're adding to that counter. So help us keep track of that in chat, please.
There we go. Nert and Mimex are down.
Nert didn't even stand a chance.
Nope.
All right, so now we're just going to make our way down to Figaro and pick up our third character.
Yes, I do actually like to take a fight in this forest. If I manage to come across a character with the skill Dance, Dance will do random things. Saving probably is a good idea too. So I want to have as many dances as possible one of the great things that the programmers for Beyond Chaos did was that you can get a dance anytime you fight on that specific tile map. So the very first fight I did in Narsh, I got a dance, and I just got that one in the forest there.
And the dances themselves will have random abilities, so...
Yes. So if I do find somebody with dance, I'll probably take a moment and figure out which one's going to be the most useful. But that's a big if.
Leather hat?
Whole leather hat. This is
Ooh, boy.
awesome. Ooh, and a Zephyr cape. That's actually pretty helpful.
Yeah.
Oh, yes!
Oh, Illumina, and we can use it.
Illumina for lock.
And a Moogle Charm.
And a Moogle Charm. I'll grab a coin toss, even though nobody can use it yet.
This is
okay. This is a pretty awesome.
This is really nice.
Yeah, I'll grab one of those.
Who needs Super Balls? We're good.
Right. Well, the only thing about the Moogle Charm is still only one character can use it, so neither of my characters can use it, but because I saw it, there's always the off chance that somebody will be able to. Nothing that great here, I don't think. Although, I do have the throw skill.
Maybe a few Mega Elixirs for safety?
Well, they're really expensive.
Yeah.
But I'll get one just in case. Those can only be used in battle, so they have kind of limited utility. What was I going to grab here? I was going to grab...
Definitely an oh crap button.
2 flame shields. Alright. I don't know what Metroid can do yet. We haven't gotten to see pretend Edgar's skills today yet. The role of Edgar will be played by Metroid. Alright, so apparently Gogo is going to be our Sabin, so that's going to be fun.
Interesting.
And this is a strategy that I do that I don't know if I've ever seen anybody else do. I actually take a save right there on purpose.
It's a good idea, yeah. Because you can lose a lot of time.
Yeah, there was a race, and a good friend of mine was the only one who saved before the fight against the Magitech armor there, and he had like 10 minutes on everybody else he was racing against. Because everybody else had to go and redo this, basically the entire castle.
Meanwhile, Strago's racing Tiny to bed here.
Yeah, well. How'd he get there before me? Small power.
Magic.
I mean, he is a treasure hunter. I'm sure he knows all the ins and outs of Figaro Castle.
Well, I did get a response for a favorite Final Fantasy.
Ooh, what do we get?
We got a $5 donation from Absolutely Trusty. My favorite Final Fantasy as well. Check the donation amount. Evil Trees, Fighting Turtles, Gilgamesh, and an annual fiesta. What's not to love? And Absolute Trusty put that $5 towards naming Christo in Dragon Warrior 4 Randomizer. Well, it's not Honk, but it's Nikos. That's still good.
Nikos and Honk. I
Nico
will
from
accept
Video
both.
Game? My favorite.
Yes. And
Alright, so we made quick work of that fight, so we're gonna head up Figaro Cave here. What we're really looking for here, what we're really hoping for is runnable fights.
oh man. Well, we don't really have to
Or
worry
we don't
about
have to worry
quite
about
as many of those because
Yes.
apparently our friend from Metroid can use that Moogle charm. So yeah, that actually feels pretty good.
So in this, Moogle Charm doesn't eliminate random counters, but it does heavily cut down on them. So it is still a boon to have here.
Let's see. And that blitz skill is actually gonna be useful. So apparently Edgar is our
we got
most.
Blitz. I didn't even notice that.
Edgar is going to be our most useful character in this entire run.
Yeah, so that means once we hit Mount Colt, we pretty much have easy mode there because I don't know if you've tried to face Mount Colt without having Blitz. It's tough.
They actually nerfed Vargas's HP specifically to make him beatable because you aren't guaranteed to have Blitz on Sabin.
Yeah. It's still tough though.
So we'll take a quick save here, just in case. Although I probably should have saved that for after, but whatever.
Sure, we have a few Vox in chat that might have struggled with that fight just a little.
Just a little bit. Ooh, a fire rod. We don't mean to do it on purpose. We just want to show that, not every seed is going to be awful. Promise. I'm definitely getting one of those economizers because I do have that lore skill. I got a couple chainsaws, so I don't need that. Cure ring might come in handy later. I'm kind of starting to run low on cash, so I want to conserve as much as possible, and especially because
a few more shops left here.
Yeah, and with that Moogle charm, I'm actually not going to be fighting very many fights. So, do I actually? Nope. I forgot to put Terra in front. Oops.
Yeah, Chad, don't underestimate the terrible things Skull Kitty's saying in our ears right now.
Only the loveliest of things. Oh. And we have Super Balls in this store, and I cannot buy them. Thank you, everybody who donated.
And they're cheap, too.
They're ridiculously cheap.
So, Super Ball in this, it basically does a random amount of damage, but that damage still tends to be on the high side. So a lot of, especially random encounters and boss fights, become very trivial when you have Super Balls. And that's kind of why we had the incentive here to add some difficulty.
They're even cheaper.
I've never had a seed like this in my life.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
But then again, I can break this game wide open with sketch glitches left and right, so...
Yeah, which I'm not quite that skilled.
I'm just that lucky.
67 GP.
Rolling natural ones since 88, baby.
Use them. Wait, they had dieback in 1988?
Dice?
Yes.
I hope so. Otherwise, D&D's been played really awkwardly for a long time.
Well, you just wrote down the first number that came to mind, right? And then...
And I'm thinking 20. And I'm thinking 20.
Well, I'm thinking 21. Boom!
We played it with dominoes instead of dice.
Yes!
At least I like the way you think.
Ooh, yes. Scala, could that be a thing? Donate to remove the ban on Super Balls. And then I just have to hope that I see them in another store. Ah, right. So I just had confirmation from Scala Kitty that if we can get chat to donate $67, we will remove the ban on Super Balls in honor of that 67 GP. However, I have to hope to find Super Balls again. Because I've seen them in 2 stores, so I might have used up all my Super Ball luck. Although I do end up having to get Celeste, because y'all did donate for that as well. So I could be running around South Figaro for a little bit. And
while you're in there donating, be sure to drop a comment on that donation of why Final Fantasy VI is much better than Final Fantasy VII. Just for me and for Scala Kitty, we'd greatly appreciate it.
Well, and for me, although depending on which game it is, rage could rise. Although I do have to say, I enjoyed 5. I played that for the first time for the Fiesta earlier this past year, and it was a lot of fun. All right, so... Ooh.
Now we have easy mode
Arrow.
Vargas.
Arrow might work.
Just maybe.
Come on. Do damage. Okay. And then, okay, well, I'm gonna get hit with its Gale Cut, but it kind of is what it is.
Yeah, it's not too brutal at this point.
What? What the?
What?
He already taught you that.
Meanwhile, he's talking to somebody that hasn't even shown up yet.
Yeah, just doesn't even exist yet. If only you hadn't been such a rush for power.
Jazz Vargas is best Vargas.
And I got some cards for that. So hey, if they're Pokemon cards, we could go back to the Pokemon card game from yesterday. Yes, up on a cliff with a megaphone. Definitely.
Alright, we are definitely booking it. We're making great time so far. And
yeah. Thank you, Moogle Charm.
Here we are at the Returner hideout.
So,
you're gonna see again that cutscene skip and play Paladin shields.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm gonna take one of those strikers as well. That's a pretty strong, and I'm gonna take Murasame, and and a couple of fire skeins because I can throw those. All right, so there.
What even?
And another fire skein, so perfect. I will not ever, ever, ever let anybody donate to remove the paladin shield. That is mine. It will be
It's
used.
shiny.
It is very shiny, and it will protect Locke.
Oh yes, this is the best shield ever made of all time. Do you have a quarter?
It's a fantastic shield.
Quarter and it's yours.
Ooh, what does coin toss do? So
probably just turns like fight into Ultima because that's how the seed's going.
Jump into ? Antidote.
Pass. Hard pass.
Yeah, I think I won't be using those.
I mean, I've always wanted a random antidote.
Well, I mean, I guess in the right circumstances, I'd rather have random antidote than like Quake. Especially given that we don't have any cherub downs or anything, so
that random could be that, right?
Possibly. I will become your last ray of hope, and we are
that's really nice.
Helping out White Mage Bannon today. So shout outs to White Mage Bannon.
Hey Dave, I think you made someone angry.
Oh boy, that's what I'm here for.
We got a $7 donation from Netara. Wow, Dave, I feel so called out. Solidarity. I am honking in rage. Honk!
So many honks. And one of the cool things that I found out when I was playing this, I can check and see what Bannon's equipped with. So nothing. Well, the safety bit could be helpful.
Safety bit's great.
I would rather have a paladin shield on my Bannon here, but you know what? I'll take it.
Safety bit's pretty
also,
good.
I made it so chat can hear me. Chat, I saw $7. You know what that means? Y'all deserve some FF7 facts.
Oh!
Boy! Oh, I need to run from
Here,
these.
These are quick.
I can run from these.
And I thought about
but
them.
But no FF6 facts?
They have to donate $6, and y'all can give them FF6 facts.
Ooh!
Okay.
But anyway, here you go. Here's a freebie. Well, not really a freebie, but here, Natara got you 2 FF7 facts that I realized I should have done during that run, because these are quick ones. Professor Gas, his real first name is Faramis, and Cloud's mom, her name is Claudia. So there you go. That's from like the different production documents.
All right, and I'll commit.
Oh.
If we get some $6 donations, I will give you some Final Fantasy VI facts. I will give you some Scala Kitty quality.
We might
Final
be pretty
Fantasy
close to
VI
our first death there.
Oh, you got it. All right. Anyway, bye, chat. But if you give me another $7, I will do it again. I will give you more FF7 facts. You know, I will do it.
You know you want some 6 facts though.
Yeah, make Dave
you
have
totally
to
want
work for
6
it for
facts.
Once. Anyway,
Okay, so we're gonna
get back to this.
arrow here and hope
Thanks, Scala.
that we can not get murder faced on the Leet River. This is one of the more difficult sections. I think we're gonna run. No, that's not good. Please don't completely heal the monster. I'm trying to stop.
That Bannon's a little low.
Yeah, and Terra as well, and I don't have any Phoenix Downs or anything.
So, like vanilla, if Bannon falls, that is game over.
So I
So
believe
we do
that would
have
be,
some heavy risk here.
I believe that would be a $4 because it would be a party wipe. Okay, so what do I have that I can heal with? I have an X Ether and a remedy.
I could
Perfect.
probably come up with 4 reasons why Final Fantasy II is pretty bad for $8.
Wait, are we talking 2J or 2 as in 4?
2J. No. No, we're talking original NES Final Fantasy II.
No,
Alright,
you
I'm
can't
gonna-
do 4 FF2 NA facts because that's $16.
Ooh. I could probably give some 14 facts.
Well, we could probably use a Final Fantasy VI fact right now because Drum Bordist gave us $6 saying FF6 facts, bring it. Honk honk honk, Netara, honk 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 honk. Sorry, honk
Honk.
no. I guess honk backwards and honk.
Honk.
All right. So Yoshitaka Amano, who has done most of the characters' designs for a lot of Final Fantasy games, has stated on a few occasions that Terra was his favorite Final Fantasy character to draw, and explains why he's probably drawn her the most if you've ever looked into any of his art books.
That was a wonderful fact.
And RBW is going to try to confuse everyone here with a $42 donation.
Wow.
So that's 7 times 6. I expect 6 FF7 facts and 7 FF6 facts.
Huh. How do we want to divvy this up, Skull?
And we are at Ultros, so husbando percent has been met. Natara.
I'll let you take care of Ultros first, but let's see how this. They definitely need more FF6 facts. So you pick how many FF6 facts you want to do, and I'll fill in the rest of FF7 facts, up to 7. How about that?
Okay. Let me think about it here. I can spit out a few off the top of my head. So, in developer interviews, it has been discussed that the original end of the game was actually supposed to be the floating continent. The World of Ruin was added later because they found that they were so far ahead of schedule. So that's one.
That would make sense because it kind of explains why we switched to Celeste for the.
I got a double!
Oh.
Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy VI fact. The initial plans for Final Fantasy VII was to be a direct sequel to Final Fantasy VI, one of the first direct sequels in the series.
We missed out on that. Really sad faces.
And that is $2 up so far.
Yep. And that is 4 altogether.
Uh-oh.
All right, so
Oh.
that's okay.
That's
We'll
why we
be
save to
fine.
save. Ba-dum-bow.
Wait, we're supposed to save in this run?
Ah, shucks. So yeah, I guess I kind of inadvertently knocked out 3 facts. If you want to knock out a couple 7 facts while I'm thinking.
Ooh, preemptive. I can run away from this. Yes.
Sure, one moment. I just had to double check one of them because it's like I need to make sure I'm using the correct name because there's a lot of names involved. Where is the name I'm looking for?
Ooh, that was lucky. Okay, so I'm going to use this Mega Elixir here. Heal my party. I have Bolt 3 if I could use it. That would have been helpful. And we're going to continue using Arrow. But I do remember I do have some rods here I can use. So I'm not going to throw my Illumina. That would be silly. And that's $5.
Okay.
Mimic.
I have another fact while Skull is winding up here. So Sabin. So after you get to the world of Ruin and you're in where you recruit Sabin, the initial plans for that scene was for the building to collapse on Sabin and for him to die. And then if you would have brought Edgar there later, there would have been a special cutscene of Edgar trying to dig him out of the rubble all night.
I'm really glad that they didn't do that. Because that would have been horrible.
Reasons. Yeah, they definitely just took it out because it was too dark.
Like, ow, my heart.
Right.
Yeah, that's really sad.
Ow.
Yeah, can you imagine Coin Song playing to that? Like, I'm tearing up just thinking about it.
Wow. Wow.
Dave!
First of all, Dave, how dare you? Second of all, what gives you the right?
Honk!
Honk.
So mean!
Honk away the tears.
Voting Dave off the couch.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there.
I've already offered to ban him from the couch, so y'all think
Fine, no,
think I can't do
jeez.
that? Jeez. Okay, how many facts do I owe then? You had to give me the number.
I think I did 5.
Okay,
didn't
so
I?
I only know 2 facts.
I did 4 or 5.
4 or 5. Okay, we'll do this one. Okay, we'll talk a little bit about Before Crisis again, because I like Before Crisis facts, because no one else knows them, and therefore they can't fact check it. Aha!
Or can they? Dun dun dun.
No, you can. So in FF7, we have the Turk Elena, who joins the Turks a little later on. In Before Crisis, her older sister is one of the main characters. And I only recently found out that she actually does have a canon name. So, Elena's older sister is named Emma. And if you ever look at the artwork for Before Crisis, it is the Turk with the short blonde hair that very much looks a lot like Elena. So they're actually sisters. And there are a couple of characters that actually do share being both in Before Crisis and Dirge of Cerberus. Because guess what? When you make a bunch of games all at the same time, you can just make them all kind of interconnect and totally act like that was your continuity plan all along.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. So the characters Azul the Cerulean and Shalua Rui were both first introduced in Before Crisis, before then appearing in Dirge of Cerberus. So there you go. So there is some other FF7 facts for you all.
Yay!
Yay!
And one more bonus. I got another bonus crossover one.
Ooh, okay.
So initially in development for Final Fantasy VI, Celeste was going to suffer from mental instability, very similar to how Kefka did, and that was going to, include some mild insanity, but actually some issues with identity and memory, very similar to Cloud, and that idea was then eventually used for Cloud.
It's very cool how you have a lot of stuff where stuff sort of gets cut out from one game and then sort of ends up in another. Because there's stuff that got cut out from FF7 that you can then sort of see in Xenogears and FF8. Or even Parasite Eve to some extent.
Yeah.
Okay, real talk here, guys.
Explosions.
Can I use my Super Balls yet? Do we have enough?
Well, we got another $6 donation from Quest Moreland that says, "Give me those FF6 facts." That puts us $6 short of being able to use the Super Bowl.
No
Okay,
Super Bowls.
I'm gonna buy a couple just on the off chance.
I don't know. Is that against the rules? Buying them right now, because you're trying to cheat.
I can't use. It means I can't use them. And I paid twice as much for them.
Half the value, twice the price. I love it. All right,
I still can't use them.
So another Final Fantasy VI fact while we're working out the legality of her rule breaking.
Not rule rule-breaking preparation.
Initially in development, Gogo's recruitment was going to be much different than how we ended up getting him in the final version. You were going to actually run into duplicates of characters you had already recruited in random towns, and to recruit him, you had to bring the character he was currently disguised as with you in order to make it happen. And in part of that, the Siegfried imposter was actually going to be Gogo.
Ah. That would have been interesting.
So that is the only leftover kind of string from that, was that there's a random Siegfried imposter in the world of Ruin.
Mm-hmm. So, I am no longer able to use the Moogle Charm. That part of the run is over. Sad faces. And I am just now in a fight. Hopefully I can fight my way out.
I think I have a few more left in me if there's any more Final Fantasy VI facts. Not many more, but I think I can come up with a few more.
You can do it. I believe in you. And there's always the wiki. Shifty eyes.
Is blind fixed in the randomizer? I'm not 100% sure on that, to be honest with you. A lot of the glitches like that are, but I just don't remember off the top of my head, to be honest with you.
Alright. Ooh, gold hair pincer.
Alright, yeah.
Actually be useful.
Get them preemptives.
Yes, I need as many preemptives as possible, because Oh, great. This is fun.
You hate to see it. You hate to see it.
Pincers. And then me not attacking the correct monster. Oh well.
Okay,
They
so
seem
we have a
fairly-
little problem right here, right now.
Problem?
Uh-oh.
Yeah. You see, we got a couple more donations, but Royal Blue Wizard never really told us that the money was going towards the Super Bowl. So unless he verifies it or Scala Kitty overrides it, we're not quite at the donation total.
That's okay. I'm not going to use them. I will not touch them until I have permission. And should I get permission or not get permission, they will or will not be used.
And Dave said he had a couple of facts left, huh? Well, we have a $6 donation from Azarark that says, "Sigh, fine, Margie, have your stupid Super Balls, filthy cheater."
Not cheater, but thank you, Azu.
And then Mr. Starbird gave $6. Let's bring out the Super Balls, which
Yay!
we gotta wait until we get verification that our BWs goes towards it. But that's two more facts for you, Dave.
Two more facts. All right. So, Realm, and her sketch ability was initially supposed to legitimately paint Amano's artwork during the game. And was going to paint a mural of the party's adventures during the ending.
That would have been really cool.
They had to cut it for space.
Well, I mean, Mode 7, everybody.
Madwin, or however most other people probably pronounce it, Terra's father was actually initially supposed to be the frozen Esper discovered in Narsh, which was why that it would have broken her mind control.
I did know that one, yes. So we have Bodysuit Terra here. Playing Kefka.
No comment.
I mean, the sprites aren't that big. You can't get into too much detail.
Okay, so I have officially heard back from Royal Blue Wizard. Yes, he did mean for that $42 to go there, but we kind of threw that incentive up real quick, so it's totally, possible that it was just the system. Remember, everybody, we are actually beta testing a lot of these features, so we'll do our best to, but we're going to honor it. We're going to honor it.
Yay! So I can use my Super Balls?
Yeah, so that does mean that you can use your Super Balls. So we're going to consider this to be closed, and we're going to honor it. Okay. So we brought back the Super Balls. So let me go ahead and take care of that. Also, I will give y'all an FF6 fact that I know because I think it's really cute. So here you go. This one's for free, and this one's to make up for the fact that we had a technical error. So I will make up for that. So would you like to know why Terra's artwork has blonde hair, but her sprite has green hair?
I like to think that she went swimming in chlorine.
That's a good one. That's a good one. The actual answer is that the lead sprite artist on FF6, Shibuya Kazuko, she overrode the decision to have Terra be blonde because she's like, you know what? If Terra's blonde, then we can't tell her apart very well from the other party members. Also, green makes it a really fun color palette. So bless Shibuya Kazuko for basically flexing her own art skills and pixel skills and giving us green hair Terra.
Well, like, roughly half the cast is blonde in this game.
Yeah.
I mean, not in this version of the game, but...
Yeah, that's what she was complaining about. Anyway, I will let you all go back to the run.
Thank you. Thank you for all the wonderful facts.
Yeah, and thank you everybody for all the donations. I still have, I'll say maybe 2 or 3 more facts I can probably think of.
I can probably come up with some as well, so...
So if you want any more facts, feel free to
gem box.
Throw some $6 donations our way. And for the sake of levity, let me know, do you want a sad fact or a fun fact?
All facts should be fun facts. I mean, that's what my poster boards say.
Oh, I still got some sad facts.
Oh, I think you already depressed us all, Dave, okay?
That's
Dave,
what I'm here for.
If you make me cry during this run... The game itself is supposed to make me cry. This is beyond chaos.
Depressing Geek Dave.
Can't run away. But I can Gigavolt. So in theory this will work.
love the idea of a preemptive attack that you can't run away from. You're like, you ran in like, a surprise! And then you're like, oh, it's really big, I can't go anywhere.
It's on me, no! Run away!
I should have thought about this beforehand.
I like the idea of replacing the Magitek armor, like, stomping sound with, like, the coconuts from Monty Python the Holy Grail. That would be pretty fantastic. And the Gigavolt's actually not going to help here, so, Well, there's a wasted turn.
Yeah, it's worth pointing out, too, Scala was kind enough to post the link there in chat. There are some newer features, and Beyond Chaos EX is being worked on all the time. They have randomized music and all kinds of new features. Definitely worth checking out. They have a Dragon Hunt mode and and they also have like an ancient cave-like mode. There's just all kinds of different things to check out. So highly recommend giving that link a visit if you're interested in playing the game.
Yeah, this is my personal favorite randomizer. Sorry, everybody in the FE community. I love you dearly, but Beyond Chaos is just so wonderfully chaotic.
It's fine. Nobody's perfect.
Yeah, well, I'm nobody. Who are you? Are you nobody too?
Yes. I am nobody. How about you?
We've been having lots of wonderful poetry donations to be read this past week, so keeping it classy here in the RPG Valkyrie channel. Speedrun Ragnarok poetry mode. So I'm going to keep on trying to run away from these. We are going to hit... Oh no. Oh no. Well, there's another $1 for the counter, and yeah, this is going to be all kinds of fun, guys.
At least we're near the spring, so that's good.
Yes, we're right by the spring, but we'll probably see those birds on the train.
You hate to see it.
Well, I mean, everybody else likes to see it because, shenanigans, but... Oh no! It's unrunnable.
Oof.
Luckily...
Thanks, chat.
Thank you. Okay. We're fine. Everything's okay.
Jerkbirds are defeated.
All right. So we'll probably see those crab things on the train too. We're gonna have unrunnable on the train, aren't we? Now, because of the way that we took out the cutscenes and stuff, in order to actually make the train spawn the way it was supposed to, you get that little dancing go-go there, and we have Pikachu ghosts.
Pikachu ghosts.
And they actually don't want me to go anywhere, so good times.
Oof.
It's okay. I'm just making back some money so I can buy more Super Balls later.
Surrounded
boy,
on all fronts by Pikachus.
Yes.
Interceptor's best boy.
Interceptor tried.
Turvigill. I love the random names in this.
Right?
Like, Natired little lad.
That's
Natired
T-Red.
lad.
Yes.
Nah.
Natired lad.
Yanag approves.
Buy all the Super Bowls. Yes. We still have our little shopkeeper dude here if we can make it to him. We can run away from
Lulu.
these. Theoretically. And I believe I remember to put most of them back in the back row. There we go. Howdy,
Keep
folks.
Conti safe.
All right. Ah, tense. And dried meat. Buy a couple of those. And sure, let's buy a green beret. Raise some HP a little bit. Not that anybody can wear it, but you know. Somebody will be able to, theoretically. Shifty eyes.
Maybe.
Alright, now we're gonna have this one Pikachu decide to come after me.
Graft.
I believe these are the ones that I can't run away from, so...
Well, easy peasy.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, no escape. Please let me escape. This is a runnable battle. Sid! Come on!
Pick up the pace. Come on. Yeah, tent only for the cost of 4 paladin shields. What a steal.
Alright. So take a save here because the monsters are going to ramp up in difficulty and I just want to make sure that I can make it through. I haven't needed to use one of those tents yet, so that's probably good.
And we'll have another opportunity before we hit the boss.
You know, this is just one of them. It's going to be probably faster to smush it. If it will let me smush it. How many
Silly bug, you smush!
How many HP does this thing have? Over 1,000, apparently.
All of it.
So much HP. Oh, don't need that. I guess I could use that instead of the tents, but you know.
Eh.
Don't really want to sit through a long cutscene if I don't have to. One day, Cyan will run. Ooh, a Thunder Shield. If I didn't have the Paladin Shield, that would have been the game-saving drop.
Have you checked to see if any of them are breakable?
It did look like they are. I just don't know what they break for yet. But I do have some X potions to attempt to use on the train, and if it doesn't work, then I will probably end up using either Super Balls or one of those shields.
Conti, let's go!
Unfortunately, we will not be able to suplex the train because none of the characters in my party. That was not what I meant to do.
Unfortunately, our Blitzer is heading to Narsh as we speak.
Yes. It's okay, I can use the tent, and then... We're good! Totally good. Alright, so range, we're gonna use this tent. Not too worried about this fight, but getting to the fight could be interesting. I am all about those safety saves. I don't need those frames.
Cortex, there might be a code for that. I'm just not aware of what it would be.
One of the flags I am using doesn't randomize the blitz inputs, which it is possible to do. But
yeah, I don't know if there's a way to guarantee blitz other than like what Zero Wing said, is to basically just have
roll
all
a seed.
Sabins with.
Yeah, I think there might actually be an all Sabin mode. All right, so we're going to test this first.
Mithril gas.
The X potion will work against the train. Because it's randomized, the train isn't always undead, but today apparently it is, so yay! And yes, that is the Final Fantasy IV Cane sprite. And I got a gold shield.
All
So,
right.
yeah.
And now we wait. Sad
gotta-
cutscene already happened. Now we're just waiting.
Yeah, it kind of happens in the background. We don't really pay much attention to it, but I can check a few things. I can only check things on Sabin because he's the only one in my party, but that's fine. And just basically use up that time. Now, before I forget, I want to remove everything I have on Shadow, especially that Illumina, because Locke could use that. It is possible for him to leave the party right now, and if I had gotten a fight, he could have potentially left with my stuff. But he is going to leave the party, like, right now, right before we jump off the waterfall. So, yeah. Sure, why not?
Yeah, like any normal person would, we're going to jump off a waterfall. And
I got a preemptive attack against these piranhas, so that's pretty cool.
Well, I mean, if they were already in the waterfall, you did jump at them, so.
One of the interesting things about Beyond Chaos versus Vanilla here, that in Vanilla, it's a timer, you listen for the audio cue, and then you know that Rizapas is going to be the next thing to come up. In this randomizer, it's randomized between 30 and 75 seconds. So if I just wait, the piranhas, could... I could wait out that timer for 75 seconds. Or I could luck out and get a 30 second. Well, I think it's been about 30 seconds now, so... at any point after I beat these next piranhas, I could see Rizapas appear.
Yeah, the strategy here really just depends on how strong the piranhas are and what abilities they end up having. If they're usually pretty powerful, you'll typically see whoever's running BC just kind of take it down to one piranha and wait it out.
Yeah.
But these are pretty tame.
Yeah, I usually just kill them because it's something to do in the meantime. And in hopes of getting that quick pop of Rizapas.
Bouncy, bouncy.
And that was a good roll. The thing about Super Balls is that the damage they do is random. The one I used earlier didn't attack all the monsters. It could attack everything on screen, it could attack one thing on screen. And I can either get 256 damage, I believe, or, several thousand.
And everybody's favorite wild child, Rito from Final Fantasy VII.
Well, I mean, it really does fit. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's totally canon.
Totally canon.
He can use that coin toss. Oh, actually, I don't know what he does. Jump and R-Wind. Probably not going to use R-Wind, just in case it gives me something that could kill me. But the Dragon Horn could be useful. I do want to take a save here, though, just in case, because I've seen people die here and have to do the waterfall again. Look, these guys.
Ah, the fave.
It's like I just saw them.
And we're out of here.
Finally. In the Beyond Chaos community, one of the community members actually created a bot that will tell you what abilities will pop up with these skills. So a lot of time, if you see somebody playing Beyond Chaos, they'll have that bot in their channel to ask. Luckily, I know I can run from this. This is the double fight from the camp. When you can't run, it can be an absolute bear.
Don't worry, Draven, I play without it too. But I also die a lot, so I'm not one to lead by example.
Well, I mean, we shouldn't look at my death counter in the... I assume it's in the corner. I'm not actually looking at the stream screen right now, but... Alright, so now for the Serpent Trench. This could be fun, or this could be fun for everybody else.
It's gonna be too easy to watch.
Well, fun for me means I can run away from the monsters.
Yeah.
These ones are called Chillin' Rad, which is kind of cool. Well, Cillin' Rad.
They are pretty chill and rad, if you ask me.
I'm gonna take the CH pronunciation of C there. They're chillin'. So it does look like I should theoretically be able to run away from these. Oh, nope, never mind. I was hoping if I just hold down the L and R buttons long enough, maybe. So Reno is a jumpy boy. Ouch!
Oof.
Okay, well I've got enough money I can stay at the inn in Nika.
Yeah.
But ow.
I believe that's another one for the counter.
Yeah. And I can't run from this one either. Guess we could see what one of these other, one of these shields do. It's gonna attack the enemies, so...
And the rods tend to be... They lean towards being vanilla, I believe. Well, that's not bad.
No.
Get him, Reno.
Good. Yes. Perfect. Alright, let's keep going.
Almost there.
Can I run from this group? No! Alright.
You're in a trench. There's no running in a trench.
Going to run if I want to. I can leave these foes behind.
You can run if you want to. You can leave your friends behind.
No, not friends, foes. Alright, so I'm out of flame shields, but I think that might be my last fight. There we go.
Yeah, the other two scenarios are relatively safer.
Well,
for
this
the
one's
most
just
part.
this one's just the longest. Like, if you get really lucky, you'll get a Sabin who can use Moogle Charm. Really, really lucky. That's about the best luck you can possibly get.
Yeah.
All right. Huh, more Super Balls, and they're more expensive.
Yeah, check the other shops. They might have them cheaper.
Well, you know what? I'm just going to buy some anyway, because I actually kind of want to find a Phoenix. Ah, Phoenix down. Yes. Oh, that was lucky. All right. I'm going to get a couple water edges. Actually, I don't really need to buy anything else. I should be okay. Yeah. I don't know what...
Super Balls and let's go.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to go buy more Super Balls. I won't go to the fancy cheap store. I'll play four times as much just because everybody was kind enough to donate to make sure I had them again. There we go. That's plenty to get me through the rest of this. Yes, Water Edwards. I like that. Okay, now I can unequip Cyan and everybody else. Take their relics. And we can go on to Locke's scenario. Hop aboard. Now, everybody donated to have me get Celeste, which means I'm going to do that before I leave South Figaro.
I heard something about donate, so I got one here real quick. How
Ooh.
about Bob Z gave $50
Ooh.
Thank you, Bob.
with no message. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you for your kind contribution.
Yeah. If it is who I think it is, Bob is awesome. So thank you for watching. Thank you for the donation.
Also, I really look forward to seeing when Final Fantasy 50 is the best Final Fantasy.
Do we have a Final Fantasy 50 fact? Okay, we're gonna go with that.
All I care about is if Final Fantasy 16 is based off of the last Square Enix tech demo. The one with the cool sci-fi feel to it. Because I would be 100% down with that.
Me too, 100%.
Yeah, definitely. If, like Ozwak suggested, if we have facts about Final Fantasy X, do 5 of those. Ooh, more money for Super Balls. And another gem box. Did I actually see what the gem box did? I don't think so. That tax star could be useful, though.
Listen, there's only one fact we need from Final Fantasy X, and that's ha 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 ha.
I'll do that 5 times.
Ha ha.
How dare she just ha 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 and run?
Ha. Or if we're going based on how, the Valkyries have been lately, it should be honk 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 honk. I guess I should equip our Celeste here, who is Legato. And she took a paladin shield, so that's pretty cool. And I have one for Locke as well. So
Paladin shields for everyone.
Yay! Morph and magic. What is her magic, if anything? None. So even though she has the magic ability, she can't actually...
She hasn't learned any.
Kind of a horrible situation there, but, whatever. I'll take a moment. I'll see what that gem box does. Magic into X magic, but here it turns magic into tools. That's actually more helpful.
Yeah,
so we're going to give her a gem box.
Great.
Because I do have some tools that I can use. And we're going to head back through this basement. Heck! Wind the clock. Wind the clock. Wind the clock. Best jump rope chant ever. I guess kids are easily amused sometimes. Aim!
I know I am.
Instant messenger. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh.
Oh, right! Paladin shields! Yes! Thank you, Paladin shields! I can breathe again.
And this is why we normally don't get Celeste.
Yeah, this
So we
part
could have
can
just
be-
skipped all of this entirely.
Yeah, this part can be pretty dangerous, although depending on the skills that you end up with for Locke, it can also be super helpful to have Celeste.
True.
But yes, thank you everybody for donating for this. Ooh, if we get $6 more, I have a Final Fantasy VI fact.
Mmm.
And yes, Echo from Final Fantasy 9 is our Celeste today. Unfortunately, we'll not be seeing her sing the opera. Sad faces. Yes, upside down 6, exactly.
All right, we've managed to escape Figaro. Now we're making our way through the cave back to Narsh to join the others.
Yep. Luckily, we've still got some runnable monsters here. Although they all decided that they want to attack right now. So some Outa, some Wove. All of the attacks. I don't think I've ever gotten this many attacks in South Figaro Cave. Like, coming back.
It's pretty common for me.
I usually top out at like 2. Wait, no. What am I doing? Range? Right. We're good. Okay.
The one place we're really happy we have Super Balls.
Yes. And we even have item to use them. Up, and there we go. That was helpful.
Poof!
I was all ready for it to take like 15 tries. 18 tries, run out of Super Balls. Alright, we should be good. I am prepared. Are you prepared?
I think we're ready.
Alright, so I'm going to take Locke with me because he's already equipped. I'm going to take Celeste because she's equipped. And, his was okay. What did he have again? Blitz. Meh. Oh, wait, you know what? I want people with item. Because I have those Super Balls. So, Edgar does not. He does. Okay, so we're making the party based on who has the item command right now. And then we are going to do our sneaky, I wish I'd known this back when I was a kid strat. And in the meantime, we're just going to equip some people with some random gear. It doesn't really matter that much. Sneak. Sneak. No, I'm not doing the thing. Shh. Sneaking.
You don't do the thing?
No! Stop shouting! They're gonna hear you! Sneak. Alright. I don't think... Nope, didn't get it.
It's all good. We've got enough Super Balls.
Okay, that just healed itself. Let's continue running away. Because apparently I can run away from this guy. Yes, donate to the thing. Oh no! Oh no! I waited too long. Okay, so that's a full party wipe. So another 4?
Wait.
You distracted me too much with the
Party
thing!
wipe. That doesn't sound like 4 to me.
Well, the 4, because... Oh, and
everyone's in your party on that one. You can't ignore those other people just because you're not moving.
Okay, so how many do you want to call that? And I guess it's +1 for Bannon.
What is that, like 7 or 8 characters there?
6 for
Uh,
the party members, and then
no,
I guess
so
if you want to count Bannon, that's 7.
No, there's more than 6 because
That's been as far as we've recruited.
No, I think there's 7. Tara, Edgar, Locke,
Oh yeah, you're right.
Celeste, Strago, Cyan, Gao.
So 8 total.
Yes. There is not 24. There aren't 24 playable characters in this game. There's only 14 who can be in your main party, and there's like 2 or 3 who are like semi. Yes.
I'm good with it.
7 playable characters plus. Yeah.
See, it's a good thing that there's an impartial referee here to make sure everything's fair.
All right, so let's see if my RNG holds out on that. on the Super Bowl here. Okay, we're good. Okay, now we're actually going to save before we go into this fight. I mean, in terms of time lost, I think I actually had fewer battles to run from.
We're pretty far ahead of estimates, no big deal.
Yeah. Totally wasn't done on purpose, Shifty Eyes.
Nah.
Alright. Wait. Don't want Terra in the party. Wanted Locke and Celeste. No, Celeste goes over here. And he can be the leader for that. Sabin and Edgar. Nope, not Edgar. Cyan. Alright, we've got this. La 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 la.
Right.
Sneaking, doing the thing again. Not going to get distracted this time.
But not the thing.
Well, I can't be doing the thing, because the thing to do is to donate to take this. Because it's so cool. Especially donate $6, so that way you can get another special Final Fantasy VI fact. Okay. Totally should have a smaller hitbox. I agree. Dual Y.
Rude.
Right. There we go.
All right.
So here's Kefka.
Hey, it's Kefka and Narsh.
He must be feeling kind of blue.
Ha.
It's because...
Dabba-dee, dabba-die.
And there we go. So as soon as he runs away...
And that's
That is time. So, not my best time, but all things considered.
Way below estimate, we're good. That was well done, Margie.
Well, thank you. Thank you for the GGs, everybody. And I did learn a new dance.
Show what?
Oh no, we will see the Terramorph, so I can go and show everyone.
Yeah.
So we are going to get a little bit more cutscene dialogue here because the Kefka Narsh version of this for the races, one of the flags actually cut out most of the cutscenes, but we start picking up cutscenes here.
And while we're waiting for this reveal, if you like, Skull, can give us our last Final Fantasy VI fact for this run.
Actually, we got a $6 donation just now.
Hey!
Ooh,
by
yay,
Bob
thank you.
G. So you're not giving this one away for free. This one's
one's
I
not a
want a
freebie.
Final Fantasy fact. I
I'll
also
give it-
want to know what the thing is.
Skull, do you want to describe the thing? Basically, it's
go
a
ahead.
very hard to do skip. Yeah, I'm not good at describing it.
The best way to describe it is that you are switching your parties as you go through that sort of making your way down through the guards to face Kefka, and by doing it at exactly the right time, you can save a few seconds by allowing you to move closer to the second wave, I believe. But it's like really hard to do. That's why it's simply called the thing. There are people who can pull it off, like the top like FF6 Kefka and Narsh runners can pull it off, and it's always really cool when you have the chance to see it. But yeah, the thing is a thing.
Yes.
And Dave, go ahead and give your fact, please.
And then after the fact, I will show the actual. People don't get, have to focus on both at the same time.
So, since we're looking at Terra here, it's actually a Terra fact. During development, Terra was actually originally conceived as a 20-year-old male, half Esper, who was a partner in crime to Locke. Parts of the concept was end up used in Titus and Zidane, and the concept art itself heavily resembles Squall.
Can please DM me this concept art? I am now like super duper interested because like cut and change characters in Final Fantasy games are like my jam.
I'll track it down for you.
Awesome.
And if we get if we get one final $6 donation, fact, which I am super excited about. So yes. But here we're going to change into Strago Esper form. What that looks like. Oh, I'm sorry. We're going to have a little bit of a scream. So if you are sound,
Yeah, a little bit of a banshee shrieking coming.
you feel free to turn down your volume. I recommend it. What? What am I feeling? Huh? What's going on? Please tell me. Who am I? Who? Rin.
Oh my god. If this turned into a
An
goose right now,
Esper.
I would just be done.
I can actually feel its mind.
If only. I mean, if we would have had the
Oh,
forethought for this to be a goose.
Yeah, that would have been fantastic. Step away from the Esper. Step away from the Esper.
And honk.
So who is Strago going to turn into today? Oh, it's Daryl.
Zombie Daryl.
Yes.
Which
Looking slightly
kinda sad.
pale. So that's actually what happened to Daryl. New headcanon confirmed. So Daryl was just Terra in Esper form this whole time.
Honk.
And that's how Setzer knew her, working in the
She's the Goose Queen.
Yeah. That worked too. So we get to see this lovely, not undead Terra or Daryl flying in mode 7 mode. They didn't replace that sprite, but anytime she does morph, or Strago morphs, will turn into Daryl in this form.
Yeah.
And we're here talking to an empty bed.
That's what I
So-
normally do after a big fight.
Yeah, right. I mean, my favorite thing to do. But that is Beyond Chaos, Kefka at Narsh. So very good times. If you haven't ever tried the randomizer, if this is your first time seeing it, it's a great community. Everybody's really welcoming, and you can play with flag sets that are as easy as the ones I used, which ignore the death counter. It's actually not the hardest thing in the world. And you can play with lots of really fun flags that I didn't use today. But in the meantime, I've had fun. Have you had fun? Dave, did you have fun?
Yeah.
I had
Yay.
fun jumping in on stream and doing like Natara does. I can see
Yay.
why she likes it.
Honk.
Yay! Thank you, Scala. And thank you, High Spirits, for hosting.
Thanks
Thank
for
you,
having
Honking.
Archidockeries. Thank you all for watching. I'm glad you could come out, and I hope you really enjoyed it. Thank you for all the donations during this, too.
And thank you very much, MargaretAnn, for running Final Fantasy VI Beyond the Chaos. Coming up next will be Mr. Starbird, who will be running a duo of runs. The first one, East 3, Wanderers from East, followed by Elf, which there is some question marks if this is an RPG or not. It was submitted to the RPG Marathon Questing for Glory, so you could argue that it has RPG tendencies. I don't know. You'll be the call. You'll be the one to decide that. But this is High Spirits, and I will be done hosting for the rest of the marathon. So enjoy the last couple of days, and thank you all for the support. We will be needing a couple of minutes to swap over to the next restreamer and set up the next run.